Is My Hero Academia actually good now? I just finished season 4, and if season 5 is the arc that I think it's gonna be, the My Villain Academia arc, we're in for a good time. I had so many complaints about this show when I first started watching it, but the end of season 4 kind of made everything worth it. And it wasn't even about watching the heroes develop. It was about watching the villains develop. All the villains in the League of Villains, they all got their own little arc at the end of season 4. And we saw at least 4 of them develop as characters, and they also got quick power-ups too. The person I want to highlight right now is Shigaraki, man. I always didn't like this guy, but this season made me love him, bro. His backstory was so sad. It was so fucking sad. But watching him relive the memories that he's forgotten, accept them, and move past it, oh, it was so good. It was so fun to watch. And then he got a quirk power-up, and now his quirk is even more OP than before. I really did want to see Dabi and his backstory, but I'm pretty sure they're saving that for the next season. That's understandable, but I really did want to see it. Toga also got some character development, and her quirk upgrade was crazy. Instead of only being able to look like the person, she can now temporarily use their quirk as well. I shouldn't be this happy watching villains become so overpowered, but the way it was just showed to us was so enjoyable. I might be rooting for the villains more than the heroes now. We also saw Twice his backstory, and then his quirk upgrade too. Oh my god. The end of this season was just so good, man. You guys have to go watch it. I will also touch on the heroes too, because like I said at first, I didn't really like this show because, first of all, Deku was a quirkless boy in a world full of quirks, and he wanted to become the #1 hero without a quirk. And I was like, okay, this is an obstacle that seems almost impossible to overcome. But he's about to do it, right? He's the main character. And in the very next episode, he got the most OP quirk in the show. And I was like, okay, this is fucking dead. You ruined it, bro. You ruined it. I let that slide. I kept watching. We got fucking introduced to Bakugo, the high school bully cranked up to 1,000. He just bullies for no reason. If anyone looks at him for more than 3 seconds, he will tell them to die. Like, nobody does that, bro. Like, I know it's an anime, but nobody does that. Make it realistic, please. Fuck. He is much better now, though. He still tells people to die, but he's not as flamboyant with it as he used to be, because he would just be yelling and he'd be on their necks talking about die, you know what I'm saying? Todoroki also developed as a character. This season was focused on him and his father to rekindle their relationship, because, as you know, Todoroki did not want to use his fire side because he always presented his father. I didn't understand why. If that shit is gonna make you stronger, use that shit, bruh. You can choose to not use it when he's around, but use that shit, bruh. It's part of you. It's a part of you. But in this season, him and his father did get closer. Back to the real topic though. Guess My Villain Academia arc is actually about to be fire. Because I didn't expect me to like the villains so much. I didn't even like them at first. They were just annoying and they seemed almost irrelevant. Literally, because they posed, everyone except for Dabi posed no threat. Shigaraki was just some weird crybaby who loved to scratch his fucking neck, and he just seemed like a weirdo to me. But after this mini arc, he might be my favorite character. They actually got me to feel feelings towards Toga and Twice. Toga's a weirdo, and so is Twice.